It's been well over a year and a half since Zaria made her debut in NXT. Throughout that entire time, Zaria has been known to be arguably one of, if not the most dominant woman we have ever seen in NXT history. Some would say even more dominant than Shayna Baszler's reign as NXT Women's Champion, and that is saying a lot considering that Shayna Baszler was NXT Women's Champion for well over 400 days. That alone speaks volume. Throughout the course of the last year, Zaria has chased after the NXT Women's North American title ever since Stand and Deliver last year in Las Vegas, where her teammate Sol Ruka became champion. Since then, Zaria has been trying to find ways to get into title contention for any championship for that matter. She's had opportunities at the NXT Women's title. She's had opportunities at the WWE Women's Tag Team titles on numerous occasions, and even had an opportunity at the TNA Knockouts title as well. She even also had an opportunity at the Women's Speed title as well, all of which she failed. This past Tuesday, everything changed because she was able to defeat Tatum Paxley to finally win the NXT Women's North American title, and after over a year of chasing, she is now champion. Now the question is this: who will be her first challenger heading into the Great American Bash? Rumors have it that she could very well have to defend the title at the Bash in less than a couple of weeks. But again, the question is, who will take up that challenge? Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Honestly, there really isn't a whole lot to talk about with this one, because there's only 4 that I can see taking up that challenge. One of those women is not going to be Tatum Paxley, and the only reason is because there's been some rumors that Tatum Paxley could very well be heading on to the main roster literally this summer. Which, again, rumors will be rumors, because sometimes those rumors can ultimately become fact, or they can oftentimes become fiction. I think it just depends on who is getting that potential main roster call up, because this entire year alone, we've had multiple NXT call ups, including guys like Javon Evans. Excuse me, guys like Obafemi, who both of which have been hella impressive as of late. We've even also seen as well Sol Ruka get called up. Excuse me. A lot has happened in 2026 when it comes to NXT, but those 4 women, in my honest opinion, would have to be Lizzie Rain, Carmen Petrovich, Jada Parker, and Izzy Dame. People forget that Izzy Dame never got her rematch for the NXT Women's North American title, and I feel like if there was one person that could be a good first challenge for Zaria, it would have to be Izzy Dame. Now, Jada Parker, on the other hand, she's had opportunities at both of the NXT Women's titles in the past, has not reached her goal. She failed to capture the NXT Women's title. She's failed to capture the Women's Speed title, and she's also failed to capture the NXT Women's North American title as well. But with the issues that she's been having with Natty over the last, I want to say the last month maybe, things could become very interesting with those two. And excuse me, sorry about that, guys. I am hella tired. Anyway, with the issues that those two women have been having with one another, imagine what a victory over Natty could do for Jada Parker. That could take her to championship opportunities in the future. And one of those title opportunities could very may well be the Women's North American title. Now, as far as Carmen Petrovich, she's one that has been in NXT for quite some time now. She's been a part of NXT for several years now, and throughout that whole time, yes, she has gained a lot of popularity recently. The problem is that she hasn't been seen on TV that much anymore, and we've mostly been seeing her on Main Event, LFG, and WWE Evolve, which Evolve can be seen every Wednesday on Tubi. LFG can be seen on Sundays on A&E, and of course Main Event on YouTube, which I haven't seen Main Event in years. So yeah, definitely would be interesting to get back into it, but I would have to binge watch every episode of Main Event leading up until now, and that could potentially take months, which is possible. But Carmen Petrovich has been patiently waiting for her opportunity. But I think now is the time for Carmen to step up, because with the women's division in NXT being hella stacked, I think now would be a good time for Carmen to get her hands on that title, which I could totally see it. As far as Kalani Jordan goes, yes, she has been chasing after the NXT women's title. I think her making history would make more sense than her going after the NXT women's title, because right now Lola Vice has a death grip on the NXT women's title and the NXT women's division alone, and I don't think she'll be giving up her spot anytime soon. So Kalani Jordan, 2-time North American champion, I could see that. I could totally see that. And speaking of Carmen Petrovich, Lizzie Rain is pretty much on the same level, if you will, as Carmen Petrovich, where Lizzie Rain has been in NXT for a minute now, and already she's starting to gain popularity from within the NXT universe, and she had an opportunity at the North American title a few weeks ago against I think, what was it, last week? A couple weeks ago, against Tana Paxley. And even though she failed, Lizzie Rain proved that she deserves to be on the same level as someone like Tana Paxley or someone like Zaria. And I can see that. I can see Lizzie Rain taking that opportunity, but between these four, who should, or actually rather these five. Sorry, I know I said four, but I ended up picking a fifth. But between these five, I apologize. Who should not take the opportunity? Definitely Kalani Jordan. It's definitely one that shouldn't. Reason being is because she's too obsessed with her ego and trying to prove that she runs the women's division, even though she's not a champion. And if she was given an opportunity at the North American title, that ego, that arrogance could cost her big time. So that leaves 4. I can tell you one thing, it is definitely not going to be Carmen Petrovic. Reason being, pretty simple. She's been seen more on Evolve than on NXT, and I think the Evolve Women's title would be a better start for Carmen than going after the North American title. So that leaves 3. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be Lizzie Rain. And the only reason why I believe that is simply because she's only been around for a minute. And I get that some people might think that the talent in NXT can win their title, win their first championship, their first year. And don't get me wrong, that is 100% true, and it's very possible because Kevin Owens did the exact same thing. He became NXT champion within a few months of being in NXT. Ethan Page did the exact same thing. Obafemi did the exact same thing, and he did it by being a part of the men's breakout tournament. Carmelo Hayes did that as well. So it's very possible, but Lizzie Rain is one of those talent where you see the potential, but in the eyes of some members of the NXT universe, she hasn't reached her potential as of yet. And I think for Lizzie Rain, a heel turn could be what she needs. So that leaves 2, and this might sound crazy, but I think it's going to be Izzy Dane that takes that opportunity, simply because she has yet to receive her rematch for the title. And imagine what happens if she became champion again. She could have such a lengthy reign as women's North American champion that it could take her very far in not just in NXT, but in all of WWE in general. And I could totally see that. But if you guys think that I am wrong and you feel like someone else should be Zaria's first challenger, let me know in the comments below, and why you think that woman should take that opportunity instead. Let me know down in the comments below, and that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more WWE topic videos in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.